So this is going to be a collective romance reading, aka just if the shit resonate, then it resonate, and shit if it don't, click off. Hi, so my name is B. If you're new here, welcome. If you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. You know how I do things. You know how I does it. Yeah. So everything you need to know is in the description box. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Yeah. Like I said, it is Venus Day, October 25th. Scorpios, if you're watching this, happy birthday. Yeah. Let's just see what romance messages we got. I don't know how long it's gonna be. I don't know what the message is gonna be. I don't even know what all cards I'm gonna use, but we here now, so fuck it. I am going to be teaching tarot again. Okay, so if you are new here, and before we get started good, if you like watching tarot readings, or if you just really interested and you just feel like, damn, I can kind of do this myself. I can learn this myself. I can pull my own cards. I also could read for people. I would love to kind of get started. Then definitely check down below in the description box. Join our Patreon family because I will be teaching them over on Patreon. I got an inkling the other day to do it on November the 7th. So more than likely it'll be in between the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th. And by Monday, I will have all of the announcements and I will have all of the details. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into why the fuck you clicked on my face, which is this motherfucking love reading. All right, so let's see what it's giving. Give us four oracles. How about it? Let's start with the collective romance messages. What do we have? Okay, perfectly for it. I love that. The first card out was the yin and yang card. Okay, so it is kind of giving some balance. It is giving masculine, feminine energy, learning how to balance your masculine and feminine energy. Okay. The second card out, we do have journey. We have cornucopia, and we have the thinking woman. Okay. Bottom of the deck, though, we do have man holding a coin. So it's giving. Excuse me. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, now we got matching numbers out here on the motherfucking spread. Okay, hold on. At the top of these, there's a 22 and another 2. So we have 222. You might be seeing that number a lot. We have 11 on the top of the cornucopia card, but on the top of the thinking woman card, we also have a 47 reducing down to 11. So you could be seeing 11, 11 a lot, or you could be seeing 222 relatively often. This can be a confirmation for you also to let you know that this message is for you, or these messages are for you. Looking off though down here at the bottom of the deck, I do see there's a masculine energy who is trying to focus on their sense of abundance. So that could be a thing right now if you are dealing with somebody. So let's start there. Okay, if you are dealing with somebody and you kind of have someone that's in your energy, I feel like whoever this is focused on their abundance, but they could be really torn about listening to their intuition. So they could maybe want to pursue this connection, or might be getting intuitively pushed to kind of do something pertaining this connection. But I do feel like they could be a little indecisive on, do they follow their intuition when it comes to this connection, or do they just focus on building their sense of abundance? Person watching, I do feel like your energy is here though in this yin and yang card and this journey card. For a lot of you, you're being taught to have a balance. Okay, regardless of how that balance is, especially if you've been seeing 222 very frequently, it's about having a balance. You could be in between worlds, or you could just kind of be in the middle of this bridge. As you can see on this bridge, she's kind of in between it, which is intuitively kind of giving me energy of, for some of you watching this, you're like in between learning a lesson. As you can see, there's a light here at the top, right, shining down on her, and she does have bags or luggage next to her. So this is about, for some of you, you're learning kind of, or you're having some enlightenments and some lessons, learning some lessons about your baggage and how to be in a relationship, right? For some of you, you might kind of be, like I said, in the middle, right? Like how on this bridge, she isn't necessarily where she started, but she isn't all the way to the finishing end of this bridge either with this baggage. She like right in the middle, right? So for some of you, you could still be learning balance, okay? Intuitively, and I'll just kind of use myself as an example. If you know me, you know I like to make these a little interpersonal, right? So this is kind of giving me the vibe of like, for myself, I know I'm learning the balance between like dealing with somebody or like entertaining them or hanging out and being cool and giving energy to them, while also learning how to not do that, while also learning how to, you know what I'm saying, give them space or give myself space. So it's still a learning curve of things that we're learning. But for you guys, you could maybe be right in the middle. This could actually be some baggage that you're still learning to work on, still learning to work through in a sense. So again, kind of going back to that yin and yang card, right? Where it's just like whatever balance means for you, how are we striving in that? Okay. For some of you, this could be you. Okay, because even over here with this cornucopia and this thinking woman, for some of you, this isn't more so about romance as much as it is just about finding a balance between your own hard work. Cornucopia and this thinking woman card is giving me how are you manifesting, especially because you have 1111 here, right? This is the 1111 group. So if you've been seeing 1111, this might be more of an energy of hustle and bustle. You might be trying to strive to this cornucopia surplus, you know what I'm saying, having so much to where your cup runneth over type of vibe, type of thing. And you could think about that a lot, but it's about making sure you stay in alignment, right? For this group is very honest too, or like the saying is coming to me where it's just like you could work 8 days or 8 hours and still make the same amount. It depends on how in alignment you are, right? I know some people will watch this or hear me say this and go, yeah, girl, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't making the same amount in 8 hours that I do in 8 days if I work overtime. But it's like, you could though. How well is your faith? How well are you staying in alignment, right? I don't really like to have this conversation with most people because they're really closed-minded, but money is a frequency whether they want to or not. Now that doesn't mean you can stay home and just not go to work ever, and as long as you're in alignment you can get your bills paid. That's very unrealistic, right? As long as you're still doing the physical work on the earthly plane, a good other bit of that financial issue is spiritual. Do you trust in your financial team to make a way out of no way, right? You might be tired and you might feel like, oh damn, I haven't had an off day in 8 weeks, but I gotta keep working. No, you don't. Because who's to say when you finally take that off day, you might stumble upon a little money. You might pull up in a parking lot and be like, damn, somebody, a random $500 in a wad. If I do, I just so happen to stumble over it. If I wouldn't ever just park right here, I wouldn't even gonna park right here. But somebody got my other parking spot. So goddamn, I had to come park down here. Oh, what do you know? An extra $200 just laying on the ground. Somebody dropped it. No one else is in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? It's like a blessing in disguise type of thing. It's like God really does move in mysterious ways, but how well can you genuinely believe that? How well can you genuinely be in alignment with that? Or are you going to take yourself out of alignment? Some of you are in masculine energy because you're focusing on abundance. But then now you the one having a hard time listening to your intuition about, well, should I keep going to work and working hard and picking up these days? Or maybe I should rest. Should I trust God to know that he gonna figure it all out? Or should I just, pick up more shifts? Right? So it kind of just depends on what totem pole you are on here. But this is romance, so I'm gonna assume, and we're gonna keep it romantic here since this is Venus Day readings. And I'm gonna say that for a lot of you, you're thinking about this cornucopia, and whoever this is on your mind is actually going to achieve it. Okay, so there might needs to be a balance in the connection, or there might things need to be balanced out. Okay, if you're the feminine here with this thinking woman card, you got to let your partner, you got to let your person go provide. Okay, they can't be at home with you all day every day up on the mama titties. Okay, you got to go home, they got to go home, they got to go to work, they got to go make their money. Everybody want a man to go to provide until it's time for him to go provide. Everybody want a man to goddamn provide and do for him until it's time for him to get up and go clock into work, and then he can't sit in your goddamn face all day. Let that man go make his money. Okay. This is also giving finding a balance too between who there's like a big energy here between like provider and not, like there's a big masculine feminine energy here. So for some of you, y'all might need to have a conversation about roles. Okay, get very clear on the roles, get very clear on what you expect in these roles. That'll also help you with the baggage. For some of you, you might feel like you got to be the one to go get this cornucopia. But if that's the case, if that's what you know, that's if you know that that's not what you want, or you have to go make this abundance, regardless of if you're a feminine or masculine, you need to go talk to your partner. If you don't have a partner, this is the time to really think about the role that you want to play for when your partner come in. What role are you playing? What role do you want to play? Get in that role. You need to talk to your partner, if you have one, about what role they need to get into. Y'all need to balance that out. This don't even have to be provider and breadwinner, and then who, you know what I'm saying, I bring the fish home and then you cook it. It can literally be roles about who taking the dishes. Nigga, you take out the trash, I take the dishes. Nigga, you wash, our rinse. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But there's some enlightenment here between partnerships. For those of you that's in a partnership, for those of you that want to be in a partnership, you need to get balance within your own masculine and feminine energy. There's just a couple of different messages I'm kind of getting here. Hmm. Well, let's use these to kind of confirm. Let's get some clarity with these cards, and then we'll go on with the other cards. Give me 4 of these, please, for my collective romance messages. I'll figure out how I want these to go. I don't really understand what order they in. Okay, the starting over card wanted to be seen. The starting over card wanted to be seen, so I'll put that at the bottom. For some of you, though, I am kind of getting that, and I did kind of pick up on that in what I was just saying with the other cards. That's why I was saying for some of you who you have a partnership, it's time to figure out what role you want to play and then get in that. And for those of you who don't have one, then you need to just think about what role you want to play moving forward and when someone comes in, right? But this starting over card, like I said, they want it to be seen. So starting over is kind of giving me mainly for the people who have somebody, whether you're exclusive, not exclusive, or whatever the fuck going on. Really get clear about what role you're playing in this team, right? It's a team effort. As you can say, it says group effort, collaboration, teamwork, progress, bringing different people and ideas together. Okay, well then, what do you want out of your relationship? What makes you feel in alignment? What is your vision for your relationship? What role do you play? Get in that role. Like I said, don't sway from that role. Don't get in it. If you are an independent woman and you know that you want to goddamn be baby, and you like, oh, I'm just so tired of having to just be a hardworking woman. I just want to just get treated in passenger seat princess. Okay, you need to get in that role. Stop taking on the masculine role. I never forget. I was watching this video or the show or whatever, because I think it was a Fix My Life with Yala Van Zant. And she was specifically talking to some lady who kind of had the same issue, right, where she kind of had to wear the pants in a relationship with her husband, but she didn't want to. And she was like, well, because I feel like if I don't help him, he might drop the ball, and then we might goddamn go without lights. And y'all that was just like, okay, well then girl, you just gonna have to go without lights. Like if you want your man to lead and provide, you gotta let him do that. Which means letting him do that. Which means, bitch, if the lights get cut off, bitch, turn the candle on, bitch. Like light a candle up. But he gonna have to be the one to figure out how he gonna get that back on. And he has to be the one to do it. It ain't for you to put your pants on and then you go do it. Cause now you wearing the pants in a relationship. That's kind of what this is giving, right? So it's like if you know that you have a idea for how you want your relationship to go, right? It's time to really start it all the way over, and it's time to really rebuild it. Starting with getting balanced and getting in alignment. So again, I ask you, what role do you want to play? If you know that you want to be the one to wear the pants, okay, well then communicate that to your partner, to the masculine of the relationship, regardless of the gender, right? They might agree, they might not agree, they might not want to do it. They might be okay with it. If you feel like, hey, I've been taking on the brunt of the relationship and I just really don't want to, and I just wish that you would, meet me in the middle a little more. Talk about that. How are we getting in alignment? How are we getting balanced for the relationship that we want? For those of us, like I said, who aren't in one, making sure you don't deceive yourself. I feel like this deception card right here is for my singles. Okay, it's going to be very important for you, my single people, to stay very positive. For some of you, this 1111 here thinking in cornucopia, you think a lot about the love that you want, but you don't even believe that it's really real. You don't really believe that you can really have it. And until you can genuinely believe that you can really have it, until you stop deceiving yourself and lying to yourself, until you start actually speaking positivity and empowering yourself and influencing yourself and saying, you know what, no, I am going to get the love that I seek. And this person is out there. You know what I'm saying? I've learned how to set my boundaries. I've learned some lifestyle changes. I learned how to prioritize myself. I've learned how to even be a team player in my relationship. I know that that person is going to be out there for me. Okay, well then speak that into existence. But for a lot of you, your issue is you be deceiving yourself because again, you having a hard time with your own baggage. You still in the middle. For generally wherever you are, you in the middle, right? If you single and you don't have nobody, but then you looking at it, that you could be kind of back and forth on your positivity. Where some days you feel like, oh, I know I'm just a catch and a hot commodity, and I love that whoever get involved with me is just gonna be so happy to have me. They just it's just gonna be the light of their life when they finally meet me. And then some days you might feel like, girl, this is a waste of fucking time. Love don't exist, and these niggas ain't shit, and these bitches ain't shit, and I'm just gonna stay a single for the rest of my life. Right? Same thing with the rest of y'all. You might actually want to play passenger seat princess, but then you might today play passenger seat princess, and then tomorrow feel like, fuck it, never mind, I do it myself. You might want to be, fuck it, okay, it's cool, I do it myself. But then you might have some days where you like, nah, babe, I got it. I'm so independent. And then you have other days where you just like, oh, baby me. I don't want to do it. I don't want to take the trash out. I don't want to do anything. I'm just gonna lay in the bed. Can you bring me some water, please? All right. Lean, lean into the side that you know you need to be on. But a lot of you in this collective, regardless of if you're single or if you're not, there's still a lot of past baggage that you're still carrying. Childhood baggage, parental wounds, baggage from past relationships, old relationships, right? For a lot of you too, I do feel like you could just be moving too fast. For some of you, and I'm kind of intuitively picking up on some of you that might have somebody. Um, be careful of expecting for them to move super fast. This fire ignited card, and I'm kind of getting from my people who are in a relationship. You might have this conversation with your person and then feel like in 24 hours they already not taking heed, and it's like Rome was not built in a day, and a garden is not bloomed completely in 24 hours. You really have to give people time. So for some of you, be very careful about expecting quick movement, quick growth, where it's just like overnight they kind of got it, where it's just like, oh, I want you to take more initiative on paying some of the bills. I don't know, just I guess. And then they be like, okay, yeah, no problem. Heard you, babe, loud and clear. And then the first of the month roll around at the beginning of November, you be like, I thought I just told this motherfucker that I wanted them to take some initiative. It's like, can you give them a chance? Can you give them some grace? Can you give them, 3 seconds to like really even process and put in perspective? Like, I feel like for some of you, you kind of gonna have some unrealistic expectations when it comes to how fast you feel like they should move or how quickly the process should go. For others of you, this might not necessarily be in your relationship, but you could have this idea also when it comes to finding your person. And that also could be a part of the deception for some of you where you're single, where it's like, oh yeah, I just know that like, I'm going to find my person. And then in 3 weeks, you're going to be like, oh God, where's my person? And I'm starting to give up. It's like, again, Rome wasn't built in a day, and you still have a lot of baggage to undo. So for those of you that are single, focus on the baggage. Don't move quick on trying to release the baggage because you think it's going to help you get a partner any faster. And if you are already releasing through the baggage, don't rush the process on finding a partner because then you could really deceive yourself. A lot of us sometimes, and I'm kind of picking up fire sign energy, so maybe you might have fire in the chart here, especially as a fire sign, right? I know sometimes when shit don't happen at the timely manner we want it to happen, we begin to feel like it's not going to happen. I wanted it done 2 hours ago. It's been 2 hours since I originally wanted done. It ain't gonna get done today. That must mean it ain't gonna get done today. That must mean it ain't gonna happen. It's like that's not true. It just ain't moving and happening when you want it to move and happen. That don't mean it's not gonna happen though. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get a couple of tarot cards and then we're gonna wrap up. Give me some tarot messages. Give me some tarot messages. The Knight of Swords fell out. I'm not gonna take it, but it's definitely kind of confirming somebody need to talk to somebody. Don't hesitate saying what needs to be said. Don't wait. Speak then. Speak clearly and speak in the moment about what needs to be said. Don't wait. Don't bite your tongue. Give me a couple of tarot cards. Yeah, but Eight of Cups. For some of you, especially, I feel like I'm picking up people that's in a relationship. You're gonna realize that you need to walk away. It ain't worth fighting for. For some of you, I feel like doing this is kind of gonna help you realize if this is worth fighting for. For some of you, you might already was kind of thinking about if it's worth fighting for. For some of you, it's definitely gonna show you that you need to go towards something else. However, you could struggle feeling independent for somebody. For some of you, you might want to already be thinking about walking away because I'm kind of hearing I can do better by myself. But I also feel like you're so obsessively worried about things that really don't exist for real to where you kind of keeping yourself from walking away. I feel like this is mainly for people who actually have somebody. This don't feel like my single bunch. This don't feel like my single bunch. This feel like for some of you, you in a relationship, but things aren't balanced. Either you got to be the one to wear the pants, you don't want to. You already talked to this person about this, and vice versa, or whatever had you like that. But this is given. Some of you are staying in a situation you need to walk away. Some of you already know that. You already know that a lot of your blessings will come after you leave a situation. You already know that like your hard work and the seeds that you've planted will kind of come in after you leave somebody. But you so worried about leaving the child, you'll have a panic attack every time you think about it. Leave what? What is it? Eight of Cups? Yeah. So you don't want to commit to this anyway. Whatever this is, for someone, if this is a relationship, you never want to commit it to. You never really wanted to commit to this person anyway. Or either you did at one point and now you don't really care to. So you want to walk away. Somebody keep fighting for it, or you keep fighting for it for some reason. Yeah, yeah, you've been had clarity. You just ain't gave nobody else no clarity. For some of you, you already know. Yeah, two of cups down at the bottom of the deck. For some of you, you don't want to commit to this person. You don't want a family with them. You don't want a family with them. You don't want to get married. You don't want to commit. You don't really even care to stabilize it. Is what I'm getting. You've been got this enlightenment though. And for some of you, you'll get it after you have this conversation, after you go to this person and say, hey, this is like my vision for the relationship. This is what I would like to happen. You know, if you did this, it would make me feel like that. Like that conversation is gonna be what wake you up to like, oh, well, for whatever reason, you can't give me what I'm asking for. I think I should go find somebody else to do it. Because I'm not about to sit around and beg and plead and fight for you, especially when again, there's anxiety here anyway. You're scared to leave, but you're not even happy when you're staying. So what are you staying for again? I see if you was actually getting some out of this. For a lot of you, you're not even getting nothing out of the relationship. You just staying because of what is this? Why are we saying what's this Nine of Swords? Because you, for a lot of you, you feel like you can't find nobody else. Yeah, you feel like you don't have no options. You feel like ain't no love in these streets. What's the song that's coming to me? It's hard out here for a pimp when you trying to get this money for the rent. It's giving, yeah, ain't no love in these streets for me. That's what it's giving. Little do you know, you really psyching yourself out. I feel like for a lot of you, the reason you're staying in this connection and know that you're not happy is because you feel like you also won't be happy nowhere else. It's like I'm miserable here, but if I leave, I'm gonna be miserable. So I damn if I do, I damn if I don't. I ain't got no other options, is what this is giving me. I ain't got no other options. I ain't got nobody else to talk to. I ain't got nobody else to love on me. Ain't nobody else gonna pour into my cup but this person. But judging from the looks of it, they're not pouring into your cup any motherfucking way. That's why you want to leave. My cards don't lie to me. I mean, give me this devil card, and then that's really gonna be it. I mean, it's really short. To clarify the devil card. Child, I can't make this shit up. Yeah, for a lot of you, because you're a victim. You're a victim in your own head. Woe is me, ain't nobody gonna love me, no one is gonna care about me. If I leave this person, I'll just be out in the cold and I'll just be by myself forever with three cats. And it's like, child, that's so fucking unrealistic. But you causing yourself even more conflict and obstacles than you would instead of just choosing yourself, leaving and going back to the drawing board. Accept defeat from this connection. Understand that it's over. Understand that it's just is what it is. Go back to the drawing board. What did I learn about this? What did this teach me about myself? What did this teach me about what I needed in my relationships? Circling back around to the beginning of this, what did it teach me about what I need in my relationships, what I need to be fulfilled, and who I need to be in alignment with in order to get the connection that I need? Because sometimes it's not that our connections are too far-fetched or too unrealistic. We just with the wrong motherfucker. If you want a six-figure ball player, you know what I'm saying, wine and dine, boss, businessman, mogul type, boss lifestyle, why is you talking to these hood boogers? Don't worry, I wait. If you know you want a bad bitch that's about her shit and she on top of Vogue and the bitch the closest thing next to Beyonce, why is you talking to an OnlyFans girl? Sorry. But yeah, so this is kind of what this is giving. It's like, let's get in alignment with what it is that we want. How can we get in alignment with what it is that we want? If you okay with the hood booger plug and you want to be a plug's wife, ride pillow, you know what I'm saying, ride passenger seat princess with the blicky in your purse. If you like that, then you like that. That's your business. But if you know that you don't like that, then who do we need to be in alignment with? Are these men that we dealing with in alignment with us? Are these women that we dealing with in alignment with us? Be very real about it. And if the answer is yes, then are you in alignment with what it is that you want? If you know it's not the person, then check the relationship. If you know you want a relationship, why is you giving pussy up? If you want a boyfriend, why is you coming into it? If you want a girlfriend, why is you coming into it acting like, oh, yeah, I mean, it's cool, I understand you don't want a relationship. I don't understand because I want a relationship. It sounds like I'm just not the type of bitch for you. I'm not the type of nigga for you because I want a relationship. Or you can get like me and learn how to classify because I still might have a little something casual, but my little something casual know that my eyes is to the streets because I want something for real. I'm not just trying to kick it up, leg up, and be casual. So I mean, yeah, we can goddamn have a little fun in the sun, but don't expect for me to take you serious because my eyes really over here. I ain't checking for you. This was a little one and done. Okay, thanks. See you next time. I'm gonna go over here where I can go try to get something serious. But for a lot of you, you're really in your head. You kind of woe is me in your own self a little bit. You kind of feeling sorry for your own self a little bit because it's like again, you clearly don't want to be in a connection. You want to walk away. For some of you, you've been got that enlightenment about yourself. I want a new nigga. I want a new bitch. But for whatever reason, you just too stuck in your head and stuck with fear and anxiety to really just take a leap of faith and go back out having your options. Hey, the choice is yours. I don't really necessarily see any major arcana here besides Capricorn or yeah, Capricorn, because the devil card energy is just Capricorn. Okay. But for a lot of you, take your power back. Life is not happening to you. Okay. There's no reason to be a victim. All of that, oh, because what if nobody love me? What if I don't find nobody else that really accept me and appreciate, girl? Fuck all of that. What if you find somebody that accept you, appreciate you, and to give you everything exactly what it is that you wanted plus some? Why would you want to gamble not finding that nigga to stick with the nigga who you already not happy with? What if you find a bitch that give you everything in life that you want plus some? Support your goals, support your rapping career, bitch. She a bad bitch. She got her head on straight. She go to the gym. She in school. Why would you not want to leave the connection that you in to gamble and risk and finding something so great because you fear that you won't find it? Like, does that make sense? You gonna skip out on potentially being the next Beyonce because you scared about what if I'm not the next Beyonce? What if you is? What if you end up bigger than Beyonce? What if Beyonce the bitch end up fangirling to you? Hello? The possibilities is endless is all I'm saying. Okay? Never close yourself out to anything, because it's always something better around the corner. Even when you think it's nothing better around the corner, I can promise you it's always something better around the corner. Thank you again so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate you. Also, my name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking out this video. Like, share, subscribe, give me some thumbs up, leave me some comments if this resonated. Check down below in the description box if you need my Patreon, just in case if you want to join our tarot classes, or if you want to find me on my other platforms, or if you want to book a personal reading, because I do those too. Okay, until then, until next time, I'll see you beautiful people later. Bye.